C-Doc Again is brought to you by Hackensack Brewing Company and their Imperial Pilsner Auga, which was created in honor of the legendary DJs, The Awesome 2. It's also brought to you by Chuck D. Spit Slam Record Label Group. The Spit Slam Record Label Group, a Chuck D situation. Catch us on your favorite streaming platform, on Bandcamp, or visit our official web store at spitslamrecords.com. All releases are available digitally or on CD, with select titles available on vinyl and cassette. The Spit Slam Record Label Group. Throwback to the future sound.
It's C-Doc again.
And in case you didn't take your sex ed class, I'm not C-Doc. wrong person, wrong, yeah. Hello, everybody. This is the one before Christmas. CM, not C-Doc. You know who I am. I don't have to spell it out for you. We're kind of waiting for C-Doc to show up. But, you know, it's a couple days before Christmas. So what are you going to do? We don't do this alone. Let's start it off with, yeah. If you don't follow him, you're a sucker. Holy cow. Ultramag 7.
Hola, amiga. ¿Cómo estás?
I'm
Estoy bien.
Yeah. Sure.
I can hablo un poco.
Oh boy, let's not get it started here. CM, you're aren't you sweet? I'm not C-Doc, but I'm the next best thing. I appreciate that. You want to bring the next one on?
Yes, let's bring in our part of the Fantastic Four, the man behind the music, the man with more cassettes and music than me, Flatline.
I don't think that's true.
After 975 years on
Right. Yes. Yeah.
On radio.
rap station.
Radio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, he said my Spanish is bad. Hey, listen, I took a Spanish class from 6th grade to senior year.
Oh, don't get me started.
I had a lot of Puerto Rican girlfriends.
Wow, TMI. So what's happening, folks?
Holidays.
Chilling.
What are you going to do?
Chilling. Hey, Flatline, did you have a show? No.
No, I did not. I had a show last week, and then I'm taking 2 weeks off. So, yeah.
But
take breaks.
Last week, who had the #1 spot on your chart?
Last week was Old Boy Rhymes with Micah 9 and Gel.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what people don't understand is, people here understand, but Flatline is a curator of new music. So if anybody that's listening to it that makes great music and our hip hop family, send it to this man, and you might make the the hip hop gods list.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. The charts they give life to the music that's put out and then kind of forgotten about rather quickly.
Well, that's what music is now today. It's very microwavable. So
yeah,
but at least there's somebody that's doing charts. Like that's You know,
Okay.
that's a thing we used to look at, but at least artists look at that list. So
they do. Yeah, they're paying attention. So it's great to see. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, and there isn't a week that goes by that Dazzy D isn't posting up the list.
Dazzy D loves that list. Loves to be on that list. And KD are on that list right now.
Oh, Nackworth says, "How are the charts calculated?"
There you go.
Just all the dope shit that I've played on the show basically makes it onto the chart for the most part. There's some that won't, and then it just rides up week after week. Nothing real scientific. It's not based on any numbers or likes or shares or anything like that. So, yeah.
Well, we got some folks showing up in the green room here.
So you got to be in Flatline's good graces if you want to go to church.
I'm not touching that one, man. No way. Nope. We can talk about this afterwards.
No. I'm not going there. But I will say that Flatline, he helps out certain artists, and he has a magic hand when it comes to some music. I'll say that.
Thank you.
Well, we sit.
Flatlines. I'm still not getting involved.
Oh, well, he knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. All good. All good.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even know. We've got a green room full of people here, and I'm not even sure who to pick first.
Oh, well, yeah. Let's bring him on.
Yeah. Well, somebody just waved. So, Flatline, you want to tell everybody who this is?
I can't see who it is.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. He goes by the name of Preacha Earl.
Oh, Preacha Earl in the house.
Mm-hmm. He's here to talk about the Spit or Quit project.
Mm-hmm.
Let's bring him on.
Let's do that.
What's up, guys?
Damn.
Salute.
Salute.
What's
How you guys
happening?
doing tonight? Happy holidays to all.
Happy holidays.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Give it up to Vansilk. Yes, sir.
Good brother Vansilk.
The common denominator.
Yep.
That's what I call him. The common denominator.
That's the man,
He
right?
kept popping in a couple times. I kept seeing his little face pop up in the green room.
Well, I'm in the basement wrapping gifts, and I got a reminder. Oh my goodness, let's get into the chat. How you guys doing tonight?
Good. Yeah. What's
We're-
next for Spit or Quit? Where are we
Everybody
going?
Everybody knows about Spit or Quit.
Yeah.
Spit or Quit is making a little wave now.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting a movement, which is good. We're all in. We do this for the love of hip hop. We do this for fun. All right. If we get a check out of it, all right, cool. But we do this for the love of hip hop. And the goal was to put a whole bunch of rappers on that didn't really get a chance to shine in their time. Sometimes the timeline moves along and they try to catch up. But this is a way for us at Rappermania to get them to catch up and give them their shine and their publishing, most of all, give them a chance to get a check. I'm all in about publishing and getting everybody their royalties, and that's my job with Rappermania. Of course, you probably don't know I have a history. I used to be an MC 25 years ago. Oh yeah, we all did it, and it was great with Nice and Smooth.
Yeah.
I was on the Down the Line record. It started out as an accident. I was in the studio with Premier and Guru and Nice and Smooth, and we were doing this record called Down the Line. And I said, and Greg said, the guy Frank Nitty kept messing up. And I'm sitting there in the chair. Quick story. I'm sitting in this chair, and they're like, okay, if Greg says, if you mess up one more time, Frank, I'm gonna get my man Preacha Earl to go in there and show you how it's done. Now, me, I'm drinking a brewski, I'm kicking back, I'm taking it easy. Frank Nitty messes it up. So everyone has one rhyme in the lab.
Yeah.
Everyone has just one. And I had this one rhyme. I'm the Preacher. I went in there and I did it in one take. Beer in hand. Beer in hand. So after it's done, I come out the booth and Premier says, all right, Frank, you need to go do it again. And the engineer says, so you want me to delete what he just did? He said, wait a minute, you recorded it? And they was like, yeah. And we played it back, and that was history. So I'm all about guys getting their publishing and getting their due. And Rappermania with almost 80 MCs on all 3 volumes. Spittle Quit 1, Spittle Quit 2, and 2.0. We put this together, and it's a good deal. It's a good deal. We'll see where it goes from here. We'll have fun with it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's impressive the amount of MCs on there and people that you thought maybe wouldn't be doing it anymore. Suddenly there they are. It's like, wow. If you're
absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. And we put this together, and it took a few months, but this is what we do. So, I know I jumped.
Great service to hip hop. It really is.
Yeah.
It's a great service to the artists.
I know I jumped in. I don't know what the conversation was about, so my apologies. I'm wrapping gifts.
The conversation wasn't about much of anything.
No.
But I can bring somebody else in who was probably part of the conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, Vansilk.
Okay.
The
man himself.
Yeah.
Hey, Earl.
What's up, doctor? All is well.
What up, Jennifer?
How are ya?
Hey, Ultra.
Salute, sir.
Flatline.
My man. How are you?
Hey, listen, I had to jump in. Preacha Earl is a great guy. And 125 MCs, Earl.
It was 125. I said 80. Whoa, my bad. I got so many publishing papers on my desk. It's like this.
But hey, listen, I want to say to everybody, because I had chemo and, but I want to say to y'all over there, y'all doing a great job. And I watch y'all, and I was trying to make it with Cash Money and Marvelous, and definitely we're going to do third base. We're definitely going to do a third base.
Go.
And group home. But I also want to talk about this brother Preacha Earl, who was part of the Spittle Quit project, an offshoot of what my little brother K-Slay started. It took us 6 months, Earl, but not a couple of months here.
It was a few months. It was a few, but it was fun, so it didn't seem that way. Go ahead.
Like every morning when we go into chemo and everything we doing all year, I would call him at 7 in the morning. I would call E Boogie, who shot. We shot most of the videos. He had to put Chuck D's video together. Just like how Scorpio sent, the whole thing with the Project 2025 flatline. It was great. And I told it was more of a promotional thing because we have a whole thing of how important is the MC to hip hop coming in the first quarter. And, I talk to Chuck all the time. But Preacha Earl's has been a staple in my life as well, when he was with Fat Wax Records and all the stuff with Nice and Smooth. And, if I can get up every morning at 6:06 and I told all these MCs, this is a promo. Make a song. We give you a good price on your video. We just did 2 Chill Rock G's video. Mercedes Ladies never had a video. We have, Ice-T and Tretch and them did it. So it's a combination of our hip hop, not the industry hip hop. I don't live by the industry hip hop.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hip hop, you know, and it's a great thing. 2025 is going to be great, and everything that we're going to do. You know, I talked to C-Dot because there's some product that we want to drop through Split Slam Records.
Yeah.
Shout out to my partner Nero. I'm just a little tired, but I wanted to for the end of the year to bring the new year. You know, and a lot of things that we can do, but we have to have a projection in our mind of how to do it. You know, and how things, you know, accumulate into being something. We don't need the industry that's past us. We need those who want to say, listen, I'm willing to grind, I'm willing to hustle, I'm willing to promote. And me, I would say, okay, we could do this, we could do that, we could do this, we could do that. That's what I do. That's all.
Yeah. Nice. It's a good thing because a lot of the artists that were on Spit or Quit are now submitting complete songs to me, and we're picking through the catalog to see what we're going to put out next and where and when. We got summer records, we got spring records, we even got Christmas records for 2025 now. A lot is going on. A whole lot is going on, and I'm gonna behind Vansilk, I'm gonna spearhead this. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. I always consult with Van, but you know me, I got my own thing. I'm like, yeah, okay, we're gonna do this. Let me run it by Van once I get it in pocket. And I mean, you know, a lot of artists are getting added to BET right now. Contagious Funk. Yeah.
Contagious Funk. I mean, old Ron is on Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Kool Kim's supposed to be on here. I don't know what Kim is at.
Well, if you give me a second, you want me to bring him up?
Oh, let's bring
He's
Kim
been
in.
sitting there patiently.
Oh, let's bring Kim in. Oh, yeah.
Yo,
there he
is.
Yes.
Yeah. What's happening, fam? Preacha Earl, Vansilk. What up with y'all? I already said what's up to all of them in the green room, so you already know. What's up, man? What up, Pete?
What up, Kim?
How you feeling, y'all?
Great.
It's a beautiful day.
Yeah, man. You know, real quick as I pop on, man, let me just start off by saying how much I appreciate Vansilk in particular for extending the opportunity for me to be a part of Spit or Quit. You know what I mean? You know, for myself, being a member of the UMCs, you know what I mean? You know, one of the things that we didn't really have an opportunity to do was to really like work with other artists or even, you know, feature with other artists too frequently. So, you know, an opportunity to display my talents and like with other artists and my peer group, you know, that eluded me, you know what I mean? And so, you know, I was really excited to like, you know, at first I ain't gonna lie, my chip was on my shoulder. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna tear it down. And okay, you know, I was in that mode, I was in warrior mode, right? But as you know, as I got to know Van and I got to know about the project, and as you know, as Earl was saying that, and Van was saying as well, that there's so many artists that are on this project that are engaged, that these are like actual forefather and foremother or forebearing MCs, right? And these are cats that made dope songs and they were hot before videos, before like major deals and stuff like that. And true foundational. So not only have I been able to fulfill one of my great desires as an MC, right? But I'm on a project that is really and truly, right, historical. In some of these cases, this may be, in some cases, this might truly be, and I'm not wishing nothing negative, right? This might be the one and only chance that we see some of these artists. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, wow. So I think just for the historical value of Spit or Quit in and of itself, and this is like listen, this is not for casuals. You know what I'm saying? Like this is for people that have a true, like, you know how some people like LeBron And then some people like basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like you go by like, or you might like a team. You might like your local team. And then there's somebody that got their whole day planned out for all the games they're gonna play on basketball because they like basketball, right? Spit or Quit really helps delineate people that love hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not caught up in a location, you're not caught up in an era, you're not caught up in a particular like the cult of personality. You just really love the art form. And to be celebrated and see it like as a comic book head, right? I'm a John Byrne fan, Arthur Adams fan. Like, you know what I'm saying? Them my artists that I really love. If they was writing a book, I'm definitely buying it. But don't get it twisted. I enjoy going back in the annals of history and getting me some Jack Kirby, you know what I'm saying? And them old, like I could rock with Jack, you know what I mean? Even though I hated his art style, right? Like that wasn't, but I love just the historical context of it. And I think I think Spit or Quit is doing an amazing job of that. I think it's sport. I think it's special. And with respects to K Slay, I think that in that it carves its own identity so that it's a continuance, but it's actually also an evolution. It's an expansion in its own way. And that's special. And that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
And can I say this? And I was supposed to be on here, but I wanted to be on here. Interacting with brothers like Kool Kim and Freedom Williams and Head Crack.
Head Crack.
My man, DJ Finesse got Roy Jones to do it. Tretch and King Son and Ice-T did it. And, Young Hump, Money B, and then we was able to get the Mercedes ladies who never had a video before. We had Glamorous. We have so many MCs on here, and I got to give a shout out to E Boogie because there was a lot of videos that we did early on in the process that I thought was great. And then when E Boogie came, he shot like 25 new videos over, even last pass. We got to get it done, and shout out to my partner Nero. But the thing is, Spit or Quit is just a promo to what we're gonna do next in 2020. Yeah. Every business has 1 year. Like I talked to C-Doc about. Listen,
C-Doc, there he is.
We want to put out some product. I talked to him and Chuck about it. And my whole thing is, I'm for everybody in hip hop. And, my goal is let's show people how we can do it without having to deal with the music industry. We could do it on our own, but we have to teach some of the older artists, get off Facebook. If you're on Twitter, learn how to do Twitter, learn how to do Instagram. If they're gonna get rid of TikTok, they have a new app that's integrated with TikTok called Lemon 8. You gotta know this stuff. Chuck D has Bring the Noise app. We all gotta go and understand. And Flatline, I gotta upload the Cash Money and Marvelous interview so you can put it on and everything. But we all gotta learn how to navigate in our age and what we do. Because with everything going on, it's gonna come back to real music. It's gonna come back to
what it is. Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's for sure. What's up, C-Dot?
What's up, guys? I apologize for being late tonight. Out with the family. So tried to rush back as quick as I could.
We're all doing the same thing. Wrapping gifts.
Yep. That time of the year. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But yeah, thank you everybody for being here tonight, joining us. This is the next to last show of the year. We got one more next week. So yep. Very cool.
And we're on to season 4.
And then we're on to season 4. That's right.
Holy cow.
Nice.
I just want to bring this up real quick. Because I don't know if there was a topic tonight. I was not supposed to be here. But
I'm glad you're here, Van. I've
For
been trying to
real.
get you on here.
Say
You know?
word.
Yeah.
I just want to say something of what's going on with the whole Fat Joe and the FBA situation with Tariq Nasheed and Lil Mal. I hit up Tariq Nasheed. I hit up Tariq, but I've been around from the beginning of this cult, and I did a 4-part series 2 years ago with Whipper Whip, Ruby D, Charlie Chase, Crazy Lays, Mr. Chick, all those were Hispanic. And all these guys say in the beginning, they had nothing to do with the culture of hip hop. And I don't know where Fat Joe was going and what he did on Matt Hopper and Matt Hal. I don't know if y'all know what's going on, but he deleted the video. But my thing is, we gotta have a clear understanding when it comes to the culture of hip hop. And I'm older than everybody on here. And I was there to see a lot of things happen. You know, if we're not here to talk about it, they will change the narrative. And everybody on here is intelligent. And Earl's been around, and you know, we all understand. And I don't look at it from a racist, a nationality thing, but I've seen it from when it happened as part of hip hop. I ain't trying to sit up here, but we're gonna find a video from 1930, somebody break dancing. No, and what was done. And you know, Fat Joe ran his mouth a little bit too. And I just want to say that this is something that we don't need to keep debating on, because I think the majority of us understand how everything happened as it went along. When you look at Caucasian guys like C-Doc and Flatline, they know just as much and learn just as much about the culture, just like when Jay Quan first talked to me in 1991. You don't have to be around to understand a lot of things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Pete Nice learned a lot of things from me over the last 8 years, because I told him this, I told him that, I told him this. Who did this? Who did that? But the point is, we can't change the narrative. So whatever Fat Joe's going through, sometimes you pick your battles, but this is one that you should just left alone of trying to change the narrative. That's all I got to say. And we can move on.
Yep.
Enough said.
Yeah. No, thank you. Thank you for pointing that out. Van, I think we need people such as yourself who have been here the entire time to straighten these things out every once in a while. And just remind people that, like, look, I was there. You weren't there. And I was there, and I can tell you what happened and what was going on. I mean, that's how we're going to learn.
Well, you know, I think that there's an important thing to unpack here as well. So one of the things that we have to always be mindful and vigilant of, and that's why I think that this show was special. That's why even when I first started communicating with Ultramag, and I remember I was like, yo, son, I don't know what you're doing, right? I don't know what it's called, but it's important. Remember, I was like, yo, it's important, B, it's important. I know that it's gonna be important. Like, you gotta keep doing this because it's important. You know, and that's why I was trying to like bring you on the stuff I was doing, because I was like, yo, this dude is important. You know what I mean? Is because there's a real issue with revisionist history.
Yes.
And so that's a very dangerous thing that we have, especially in America, because this, you know, sometimes this country is trend led, you know, and there's and also there tends to be this thing where there's no reverence for the truth of who created something, how it became about. And you know, so what happens is when you lose sight of where something really started, who were the architects of that thing, right? You lose a context that doesn't allow it to be replicated in any capacity. Yeah. You lose the opportunity and the capacity to develop a success model based on the very real information and contextual understanding of what it is that you seek to emulate. You understand, and the successes of it. So when we act as if hip hop was this like this magical cultural coming together in those times, we miss out on the racial history of the country. We miss out on the value of how groups found that the beauty of the culture, that it evolved and was so so beautiful and amazing and captivating that it brought so many people to it. We miss the real true beauty that in the now time, or at least at some point, right? If you love the boom bap, if you love the sound of that kick and that drum, if you could pop lock, if you could, break dance, if you could, if you could write on the wall, you graffiti artist, you know what I'm saying? You Obama, if you DJ'd, any number of things that is closely associated with this culture, right? Then you became a brother. That's the thing about hip hop, is that it's transcendent. It is not geographical. It is not age restricted. It is not racially restricted. It is not religiously restricted. In fact, if hip hop were a religion, it would be the largest religion in the world. And that's the grand story that needs to be told after we acknowledge where it comes from. But I think that at the same token, when we discuss these issues, I think that we don't have to have them, the conversations don't always have to be contentious. They don't have to be condemning. They can just be honest. And I think that, there's a lot of space to have great discussions about it, and a very enriching educational conversations about it. I think Fat Joe missed the mark in his discussion. I think that sometimes somebody says something slick to you on social media, and now that's in the forefront of your mind, and now you're on an interview, and so you're still charged up about what you just saw or what you just read or what you just heard somebody say. And so now you're not responding really to the concept, the question, nor even the interviewer, but you're talking to the imaginary person on social media that says something to you that was so untoward that now you couldn't maintain your composure. I think maybe that we saw more of that from Joe, because I've generally seen Joe be savvy about how he comports himself in interviews, and from even when he was doing like the multi-level and marketing stuff, he has been engaging in open forum discussions on various levels. So I know that he is more cognizant of how to share his thoughts in the context of the thing. So I think that we really might have saw something that I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't walk that back on some level. If his ego permits and the circumstances permit, I think that he'll probably walk some of that back, realizing that that wasn't the message that he wanted to send to people as it related to his position on that issue. Whether he's right or wrong, I think he realized. I'm sure, because he's a smart guy, man. He's a great storyteller, smart guy, knows how to put together the thought. And I'm surprised that he allowed himself to be taken away that way in that particular conversation.
True that. Enough said. Done.
Yep. No, that's a great point. Real quick, I want to go back to what Vansilk was saying earlier and address this to you, Kim, because I think you do it very well. Have you personally seen resistance from your hip hop peers that you came up with to embracing the new technology and using it? Because you seem to use it very well to keep it, to keep doing creative things musically.
Well, first, thank you, C. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that resounds with you. I appreciate that, because I be working hard, cat. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know.
learning curve ain't nothing sweet. All right. So,
Right.
the acknowledgement is important. You heard? So let's start there. Let's get to that, right? Funny enough, so when the pandemic, all right, so let me just say that I am technically savvy. I am in one of my lives. I am a data center technician. I went to school for, CBT, computer-based training, and so adapting to new technology. I literally was one of the people that literally built the internet. I'm talking about racking and stacking servers, and all of that. Like, I was literally a tech support person. Running wire MCI WorldCom and UUNet years ago. So
Wow.
I have a real solid, technical foundation. So I'm not like coming into this cold, So I mean, and I got a little geek in me. So I playing with the phones and the computer, all that stuff right in my wheelhouse. But when the pandemic hit, I had this thing I was called Collab Lab, and I was doing like live collabs on Instagram. This is around the same time that D Nice was doing Club CQ, and they were doing verses. It's like it was all doing these things in time, and I was like getting it going. Like it was like coming together. I had Master Ace on it. Me and him did a joint. Me and Playboy Mikey D, my man. Saying we did a joint, and at this one and that one, like we had a few cats come on, and we just having good fun on there, right? And I discovered something funny, and you know who I discovered it with? It was Freedom Williams, right? That's my man, that's my bro. So I'm not talking bad about him. You know what I'm saying? But what happens is, right, is that I'm like, yo, Free, we gonna come on the live and stuff like that. You set up your situation, and we gonna like record it live, and like we gonna put it together, and they gonna actually see us collab. So he was like, I bet, but like, we on the show, right? Mm-hmm. And this is what made me know that I can't do everything by myself, because I need a production crew so they can ask the important questions before I go on. I'm like, yo, Free. He's like, yeah, well, I don't got a mic. I was like, you don't got a mic? I was like, what? I was like, yo, you don't got a mic in the laptop? Like, this is so like, I was so like, I couldn't even like, I was like, yo, I didn't even know what to say, because it was so second nature to me. But the thing is that like, at some point you like, like depending on the stage that you came into this in, right? It really is going to depend on how you engage the process from a technical, perspective. Mm-hmm. So if a lot of people came into the game and really went to the studio, and that's where they created music, you know what I mean? And then there's a lot of us that came in when like the MPCs was like, rap from rack modules to the MPC 1200 and all the different, and the EMU and all the like, we came into it where we weren't in the park jam, manipulate the speakers, the headphones, and the record player and the mixer phase of it, which was a certain level of technology, right? We were in the MPC, the programming, your soundscapes and stuff like that. So we have a different savvy. And then there's the kids that are coming out now that work, dog walkers, because they are totally, all, digital, everything, they're not even touching nothing analog, and they, so, that's also going to impact what and how well you can engage the growth of it, Lastly, I'd like to say too that a major reason why and this is very important, all right? This is very important. And, I just want everybody to pay very close attention to what I'm going to say next, because this is a make or break situation. But the reason why Kool Kim is so technically adept, and the reason why I can shoot and edit my own video, the reason why I can mix and master, and the reason why I'm able to navigate the interweb so effectively is because, and listen close, I'm broke, okay? So I've got to figure out how to do these things.
Oh, I love it.
I can't afford. I can't afford to hire anybody with a smart brain to help me. So anybody out there that is interested in helping me, help! Because it is.
I love it. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it, yo. I love it. I love it. That was hard.
Oh, man.
That was hard. That was hard.
I can't afford it, y'all. Listen, yeah.
That was hard, yo.
Oh my God.
And that's where the true talent comes out, right there.
What I mean? I sat in front of the computer or sat in front of something and had to say to myself before I even started, I'm like, all right, Pop, my nickname, my childhood nickname is Pop, right? I'm like, yo, Pop, we gotta get smart fast, man. We gotta get smart fast. So we gotta get smart fast. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I go for mine, man. I go for mine.
Nice.
Yep.
Wow. That's crazy.
You've got, hey man, you're doing it right. You're doing it well. You've come a long way.
Yeah.
So
You keep it entertaining, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You know, but
man,
that's the thing. I like to entertain. I have a good time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, he's had a million and one different ideas, like collab lab, the 1 minute takedowns, this, that. Like, it feels like you get so many ideas, you get bored of move to the next one, and like you just keep on flipping through.
You know that's partially it, but there's another thing to it. All right. So I always feel like I'm an underdog, and so I'm and like I said with the UMCs, this is why I'm so excited about Spit or Quit and everything that's going on with Rappermania. Is that I didn't get a chance to network like other people did. You know what I mean? Like I didn't really get that opportunity to meet people, get to know them, and for them to get to know me. You know what I'm saying? So in terms of resources, I don't have that like, let me call so and so and he could walk this in the office for me type of relationship. I don't have that. So I always kind of be of a mind like, let me just show that I'm talented. Let me show that I have great ideas. Let me show I have the capacity to execute, and maybe somebody will see it and say, yo, this dude is, he's a hard worker, he's serious, he knows how to create some great things, he knows how to put together a project. Let me get involved with this cat. And then, me and that person or those persons, let's make some money together, you know what I mean? Or let's do some great things and have some fun creating. And so that's really what you're seeing me do when I cycle through these different projects. And then also I'm kind of like beta testing them to see the efficacy of my ability to continue doing them. Like, can I do them? Like, like Basura, right? That's like everybody liked Basura. That was like, yo, do Basura, do that. Yo, that's crazy. They enjoyed it. I had family calling me up about Basura, right? Like, yo, do that, you gotta do that, yo, that's crazy. But the production of it was a little bit overwhelming for me. So I had to like, all right, well, I try it out, but I'm test marketed, interested. I'm not that I'm not gonna come back to it, but I gotta be more equipped. I gotta get some technology to support me in doing that. And so that's what you're seeing in there, man. Me cycling through ideas and looking and trying to putting chum in the water, hoping the fish start biting.
Right.
Take a bite of blue cheese.
Yeah.
I had to get that in there.
You're somewhere in there. That's what the goal.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So wait. So let me pop into this real quick because we were talking about beforehand. So this goes into the social media. So right now you were entrenched in a battle with somebody named the Iron Sheik. Can you walk us through this?
Yeah, well, okay, so I make it succinct. You know what I mean? I won't try to tuck your ear off, but let me just preface it by saying, sometimes people get into this bag that they remember you from 1991 and they remember what you did then, and they think that that's everything you are. Like they put you in this very tiny box and be like, yo, that's who he is. And it's like, home team, I was 19 years old then. No, 91, I was 20 years old then. All right. I'm 53 right now. You know what I'm saying? The amount of experiences and circumstances and situations, I don't even physically look the same as I did. You have to have hellified eyes to put this face together with this little cat right here and say they were one and the same. You understand? So I've never liked that people underestimate me that way. I don't mind being an underdog because it works to my favor, because when I tear you up, you're just gonna get that work, right? But I don't like it when people belittle me, and then I don't like it when, because of the image of the UMCs, because we were a positive group, we were a creative group, we were a fun group, right? That you and I think that's just like a devilish thing, that you affiliate that with being soft or like we were suckers or something. And I'm like, One to Grow On, lyric for lyric, is one of the best songs of that era, point blank, period. You understand? And you get bar for bar, and I've done this before to people. And I bar for bar my verse on One to Grow On with anybody else's verse, and you'll be like, whoa, I didn't realize you were saying that. Yeah. But the image, because the image of it, like, all of this clouded your vision of, you was overwhelming what you were hearing. All right, with that being said, Sadat X had a post up today, man. I'm bowling with my family, man, having a good, I was having a decent game too, you know what I'm saying? I was in my 120s, you know what I'm saying? That's good for me. I ain't gonna lie, you know, right? And Sadat X post something now, you know, I made a comment under it, and this brother, you know, Scrams. I'm not even gonna get his son, because he can't get that shot, because he wasn't even doping up. I gave him a shot, but he, you know what I'm saying, I can't even give him no shine. I can't give him that, right? But Scrams felt like, you know, felt compelled to without, you know, well, somewhat provocated, but you know, he decided to be like, yo, son, you know, and another thing, you know, I'm a way better lyricist than you and your other mans from UMCs. You know what I'm saying? You better tighten up, legend. And I was like, wow.
You see how he changed his voice? See how he changed his voice?
Yeah, that was his voice. That was the voice he rhymed with. You know, Rowdy, Ribbity, Rap, Shibbity, because they sound tough. And I'd be like, yo, that don't make you strong, my man. This is a word game. You know what I'm saying? It's about articulation, home team. It's about how much you read, baby. It's about how sharp your pen is, King. The pen is mightier than the sword in this world. So, so you think all that you want, my man. But if your pen game ain't what it is, yo, you bringing a knife to a gunfight. And I'm coming through with shotguns and mortar and freaking, you know, I'm coming with everything, you know, ATVs, you know, I'm doing all kind of automatic weapons. I'm bringing it, right? So I was like, yo, you know, I said to them, listen, man, you know, saying, what's up then, man? What's up? That's another thing I think is a problem too in the internet age, is that we get to a point where people just be talking without any consequence.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? And I also think people be mistreating artists because they feel like, you know, just because you famous to whatever extent you famous, right? And I'm not even famous like that, right? But famous or whatever, that the trade-off is that somebody can talk to you however they want to. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta eat that. And it's like, nah, fam, I'm with it. Like, I got time, B. I got time. Yo, my house is paid for. My car is paid for. I got time, home team. I got nowhere to be in the morning. Except for in the studio I'm sitting in right now. Really good. So I was like, what's up then? Like, what's up? Let's not even, no need to talk. We settle this right now. What's up? Let me hear something. You know, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm at work right now with the work. I get 24 hours. 24 hours. Yeah, that's nice. So I could see him trying to ease out of it because his point of reference with me was blue cheese.
Yeah.
He's not knowing that I'm NY oil.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he's not even realizing who he's dealing with. He's not hip to what I'm doing now with the 1 minute takedowns and all this type of stuff that I'm doing. So he don't know who he's talking to, right?
Yep.
He's absolutely getting about to get blindsided. And I'm like, beautiful, come on. Perfect timing, bro. We're gonna end this year beautifully. You heard?
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right. I'm like, so before I let this dude get back, you know, hide under the rock again after he might, because I'm thinking he might have got hit for a second, right? I was like, nah, home team. We going. I said, no, stop the long talk. Let's do this. Let's do this thing. So I made a post. I put, I grabbed the screen capture, son. You know what I'm saying? Put his at, son said that he could give me this work. Give me this work. Let's do it. Let's get it rocking. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it shaking right now. What's up? What's up? And so, you know, he actually had the nerve to post something. You know what I'm saying? I see him reading it off the thing. So I said, oh, if that's how we doing it, however you do it, I'm going to do it. So I came, as soon as I got home from bowling, I walked back in the studio. I was like, yes, sir, let's go. You know what I'm saying? That the keyboard was keyboarding. You heard? the camera, the phone on the camera was cameraing. You heard?
Wow.
And I went to work. You heard? And you know, and I'm happy for it because you know what? And I'm happy to do it to plenty more people if they want that work. And I'll do it to them for the sake of hip hop. Because
educational purposes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, educational purposes, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And you know what? It actually is because son needed enlightenment. You know what I'm saying? Cats be needed to be enlightened to the fact that one thing that they had done to us, and I'm when I say us, I'm talking about specifically the black man and the woman in this country, and they manipulated the culture this way, which is that they have somehow or another commandeered hip hop in a way that hip hop used to be a cure-all. Like that was a positive music. You know what I'm saying? You remember when the Masters of Ceremony was talking about, hey yo, what up, yo? You heard what sis said? Yo, crack is the word. I looked and shook my head and said, you mess with crack, it better be while I'm dead. Because if I ever catch you, I'll punch you in your head. You know what I'm saying? When we was writing rhymes to fight against the proliferation of crack cocaine in our communities. We was writing songs that was we was a whole generation of hip hoppers that was so inspiring and had rhymes that was so highbrow that people was being inspired to go to college. A lot of dope MCs, a lot of classic artists was college educated cats. You see what I'm saying? We was intelligent. You know, at that same time, you had the Cosby Show, you had Different World, you had you had School Days came out, you had this proliferation of positive influences in the Black community through media. You understand? And as a result, there was a higher amount of more people were going to college at that time. As a result, HBCUs has seen the influx of more people because there was a representation that was speaking to it. Let me tell you something. Yo, there's a whole lot of different strengths in this world. You heard? There's a lot of different ways to be strong. You heard? In this world, in the civilized world, brawn is a low frequency strength. You know what I'm saying? Steadfastness, intellect, moral value, wisdom. These things are true strength and true power. And for educational purposes, I am happy to give somebody that work so y'all can see what this happy rap be about. Yep. I'll let you see what this be about. I'll let you think. I'll let you see. I'll let you see. That's why, and I was wild when the spitter quit, I was like, yo, yeah, I was hoping I was like, yeah. But like I said, I was able to cool my head and just make a song or be a part of the song. You know what I'm saying? But cause I was like, yo, this ain't that. You know what I'm saying? This is the vibe. Ain't the war. Like this ain't the arena. This is the vibe. I got into the vibes and have fun. But I'm like, yo, yeah, man, what's up? Let me show you this work. Stop fronting on this intellect. Stop fronting on this genius. Stop fronting on this creativity. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't got as many words as I got. Y'all whole vocabulary is built around what you heard somebody else rap. That's why you all sound the same. My vocabulary come from reading, home team. Like I read, bro. I mess with books, yo. I
think you just spawned a new genre of hip hop, happy rap.
Well, yo, Earl, let me tell you.
I'm going to work with that.
When that's been around because when UMCs came out, right? One of the things that they did at that time, and I blame the source for it, to be honest, Source and Double XL. And it is what it is. Like, I'm looking at it from a historical perspective, but I remember them making this concerted effort to make the creative MC, intellectual MC seem like no one wanted to hear that, or that they were a bore, or the creative ones were happy rappers. And at the same time, EPMD had came out with that campaign about the no sellout. So it inferred that anybody that was making music that was commercially viable, right, was a sellout. Now, to wit, what ends up happening is you have all these artists that are making all this drug music, death music, misogynist music, you understand, all of this stuff that is wild, low frequency music. And true, if we're being honest about it, it was to cater to a white suburban fan base that wanted to live vicariously through those stories because they were outrageous and people wanted to experience them. And so I'm saying to myself, in retrospect, then who really was selling out?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Was it the cat that was telling outlandish stories for the sake of getting $1? Or was it the cat that was willing to risk his career, his livelihood, and whatever else because he was raised by a single mother who worked 3 jobs at points to raise himself and his brother, and she went no way in hell he was going to get on stage and rhyme some off the wall crap and disgrace her.
Gotcha.
Holler back.
Gotcha. Yep. Spit a quit.
That's it.
Well, brothers, I've been up all day and I'm getting a little tired.
Okay.
But I want to say Happy New Year to C-Doc and Ultra,
Thank you, sir.
Kool Kim, Flatline, and Preacha Earl.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
You
Hey,
know,
Van,
Vansilk,
thank you for
before-
putting this together too. Sure.
yes,
Well,
yes.
I just have to go lay down because I got my granddaughter got to do my back and everything.
No worries.
But Van, whatever you need, I'm gonna speak for myself, but I'm sure the rest of us will agree. We got you.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
We
Doc.
got you.
Oh, Doc. That's for sure.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much.
All
And
right.
I'm gonna leave in Kool Kim. That's my dude right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and Preacha Earl and the team we assemble to help with Spittle Quick as a beginning phase for 2024 and gonna take it bigger in 2025. But I'm gonna leave, but y'all can continue on the talk and y'all have a great holiday and
You too.
You too, Van. Thank
y'all,
you. Bro.
We'll chop it up. We'll chop it up.
Thank you.
Oh, Earl, I'm gonna walk in the morning, so I'm gonna call you at 7:30.
I know you will. Walking.
Yeah.
Walking.
Keep on walking, man. Keep on walking.
That's a good thing.
Jennifer
That's a good thing.
Ultra and Flatline and C-Dog, you all doing a great job for the culture, hip hop.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate you all. And Flatline, I'm gonna upload later on tonight the interview with Cash Money and Marvelous.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You do it on there, and then we got a lot of things going on. It's just
Wow.
Yep.
All right. Sounds good.
It's gonna be good.
Salute.
y'all have a blessed holiday, people. Love you
You
all.
too. Thank you,
All right.
man.
Man, big love, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Nope, we lost Earl too.
Earl too?
All right.
Man.
Hey, T-Dot,
Yeah.
can you expand that just a bit if you can?
Yeah.
The full?
There we go.
All right. Perfect.
Okay, so I'm sorry I missed the beginning of the show. Kim, did you get to talk about your new project yet?
I have not.
Okay.
I'm patiently waiting so I can talk about it in a tasteful capacity.
Yes.
I would not like to
That
just
would be
be
a fantastic-
throwing it out there like that.
Yeah.
Like to be tasteful about it, sir. Okay. Someone in the comments said I sound like the voice actor that plays Miles Morales in Spider-Man, which is good because I got young, hungry voice. Okay? My voice young and hungry. I'm saying my voice about 17 when I need to get it in. Though. Let me tell you that. Right? Yo, let me tell y'all something, man. I am working on Flatline. Let me just tell you this before we even get into it. See, Ultra, Jennifer, listen. I'm gonna say this once, but I'm talking to Flatline. I just need y'all to be my witness. I'm telling you right now that every song off this album, because we're gonna release every song as a single. You understand? Every song on this album is in the top 3 on your list, yo.
Man.
I'm telling you.
you heard it here
I
first.
can't wait.
I'm telling you. I'm saying that with every bit of confidence. And let me first start off with humility, because that is a huge claim to make, because there's some amazing artists that pop up on that list. Okay. And I think Flatline, you're a great curator of new music, from classic artists specifically, from real boom bap MCs and hip hoppers that have remained in the tradition. You heard? So let me not say that this is not an arrogant statement. This is a love of the music and a love for what everybody's doing, and a love for a humility for the concept of working hard at this thing and making it even doper.
Yeah.
I be having to explain myself sometimes to some of the artists that are working with me on this project, because I'm like, I'm gonna tear you up. Not like that, fam. It's because I love you, though. You're dope.
Right.
Well, yo, you better get ready, because I'm coming for you, yo. I'm coming to get you, yo. And all right, so let me start from the specs. The project is called the Eye of God. All right. The letter I of God. All right. And the Eye of God, the EYE of God, is basically a constellation mass that exists, that is discovered by astrologers and stuff like that. But it appears to be, or could be, the actual eye of a cosmic deity. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm saying the Eye of God is looking at us, man. It's watching us. You know what I'm saying? It's got its eye on us to see what we're doing, because the power of words is phenomenal. In the beginning, there was the word. It's biblical, right? In the beginning, it was the word. You understand what I'm saying? Not the planets, not the sky, not the sun, the moon. In the beginning, it was the word, right? In Islam, the Prophet Muhammad, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, was told to recite, not to write, not to, not to go, not to read from the book, to recite. And he started with Al-Fatiha, and Al-Fatiha is the entire Quran rhymes. It's a poem. You know what I mean? Great texts, great griots over the years that sat around a fireplace or was playing with the drums. It was the word. That's how the word and the stories that were told were how things, the histories of a people, of a culture, were transferred from generation to generations. How knowledge was translated. Yo, even the Wiccan, witches as we call them, you heard, nature's religion, right? Even they will sit around and say, rubble, double, toil and trouble, fire, burn, and cauldron bubble. Even they're rhyming, right? So when you're at a spelling bee and somebody gives you a word, what do you do with that word? You spell it. Words are spells. You understand? So we talking about something, when we talk about hip hop, which is the only art form that is not only lyrical in the way that it rhymes and it has tempo and it has syncopation, and it has a rhythm to it, right? But we're talking about something that is also a music which is repeated, and it has the true capacity to manipulate the thinking of human beings. Have you ever argued with somebody and quoted a verse? You know what I'm saying? You know how many times I'm talking to my wife, and just as a matter of course, something to be going on, and I'll be like, I said, relax, brother. But she had proof that I had done it, because she had proof that I was gonna with my fingerprints on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, man, I do that all the time.
You know what? My other one is, nah. If you bring that over here, I'll be straight and straight and won't have so much hate. Because you don't know how I feel when I see you smiling. And whenever we start whining, you're like, I gotta hit it, like, you know what I'm saying? Or I just get into something, I'll be like, babe, when I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall, and in the back of my mind, I have my conscience call telling me I need a girl as sweet as a dove. The first time in my life, I see. Go in there and put your panties to the side, girl. No. But that's hip hop, right? Ain't it?
Yeah.
Like, this is the power of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how important it is. So this is the Eye of God, man. This is the story of. This is an album that's built around this concept of the power of words and songs and music and hip hop, right? It's also going to be one of the greatest hip hop albums in the last 20 years. And I'm going to tell you why. Listen to me. It's not because I'm the greatest MC. The hell with that. I don't even believe in that. I don't believe in that. There's no such thing as the greatest MC. There is no such thing as the greatest MC. There's no such thing as the greatest. Right. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as a top 5. There's no such thing as a top 10. Now, you may have a personal list that you have, you know what I'm saying? We're going to purchase. Of course. That's your personal providence, you know what I'm saying? Yes. But if you do this thing for real, right? And again, we go back to the Eye of God. If you do this thing for real, right? You will say, as I go to look for my evidence, hold on a second. I'm going to show you my evidence. You will say, that there's no way that these rhymes that you wrote so many years ago in various notebooks and stuff like that. Oh, this is an actual book. You know, these rhymes and these black books and all of this stuff that I have is some of these books that I could pull out from where I'm reaching for them. I have Blue Cheese written down. I have Wonder Grown written down in these books. I have Y'all Should All Get Lynched. There's NY Oil written in these books. I have, you know, You're a Queen. I have all of these songs written in these books. And there are times when I can randomly open a page from one of these books, right? And I can read them. My eyes remain set on the prize with the intent of a hell-bent revolutionary sent to overthrow a fascist government. Who's writing this? Wait a minute. Like, who's writing that? You know, I'm in my 20s writing this. A hell-bent, a revolution. So, you know, when you listen to Wonder Grown, I was alluding to earlier, right? I says, I'm 19 years old when I write this. Apprehend my method. My method is apparent. I see clearly this world's transparent. And so I reach down deep, deliver salvation to the hands of the weak, the meek, the mild. Then tame the wild. Because that's how I'm styled. The wizard of rhyme. My symbol is AU. In layman's term, gold. So watch me shine through. A news or review coming right at you. And you, Kim is coming through. I grow on because my strength is that of two. If rhymes the boat, the beat must be my crew. A mental ingredients, all of which is alarming, not harming, better said disarming. Yes, I disarm you. I neutralize your weaponry to make you more appropriate to deal with me. And then I give you one to grow on. 19 years old. Listen now.
Fuck that shit, boy.
Yeah. Damn.
I said, and I cried one day when I read this. I just was reciting the words for myself. And I didn't realize that my 19-year-old self was encapsulating a message for my 52-year-old self.
Yeah.
And I was listening to it and it said, grow on this to make your life feel great. Grow on this and take control of your fate. Grow on this until you finally understand. Grew, and now the boy's a you, man. Don't sit beside the shoreline thinking about your woes. Read the rips and waves, identify your foes. Then realize in this instance of existence, this great resistance to the minds that mix this. Yes, I've made things known, but then again, I'm on the down low. It's obvious because my methods show that I rule on 3 planes of reality, universally, mystically, conceptually. And then in due time, you may find that I'm living in a world of my design, and I gave you one to grow on. 19 years old. If you understand what really being an MC is, then you know that this stuff is not coming from you, it's coming through you.
Yeah.
There's a grander force at play when you're an artist of any nature. An artist sees things differently. An artist is tasked with the job of reinterpreting reality and packaging it in such a way that it becomes more digestible for people that can't do that. An artist is given the opportunity to have to be like the X-Men, like I have a mutant power. And that's what this is. So there's no goals, man. This is not why this is going to be one of the greatest albums of the last 20 years. It's going to be one of the greatest albums because I am endeavoring to make it fun, yo. You're going to have fun listening to this album. You're going to be engaged listening to this album. You're going to be thinking listening to this album. It's going to be so you're going to be like, you know, a good song. When you can see a video, but you be the star of the video. You ain't writing their word, but you got a whole you video of it like, when that scene, I'll be walking down the block like this.
Right.
And I do I see my man, and I'm like, oh, shit. It's a lot of that in there. I've got collaborations with I have a song called A Hadith. It's with Tajay from Souls and Mischief, and Akil from Jurassic 5.
Oh, nice.
I am working on a song with Do It All right now called Deadly Operation.
Oh man.
I'm working on a song with Sir Mix-a-Lot. Okay.
Excellent.
I already put in the call and got the definite from my great brother, my legendary brother, Raheem, Grandmaster Fast and Furious 5. That's my dude. I love him a lot, man. He's a really cool
Oh,
dude.
he's so great dude.
Chip is working on a chorus for me right now from Fushnikins.
Word.
I got a song we're redoing Jiggable Pie with AMG.
What?
Stop it.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, indeed. I am I'm working with I just got finished doing the first of 2 tracks that Jesse West sent to me, and he took me way out of my pocket, and I sent it back to him just a couple of days ago, and he was like, yo, he said, yo, I knew the beat was dope, but yo, now I hear you rhyming on it, it sounds much better. You know, I was like, don't take the beat from me now. Let me keep the beat now. I am endeavoring, well, not endeavoring, I got the okay that we're gonna definitely do something, me and Billy Dance from MOP. And a litany of more cats, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm definitely gonna work with Mikey D. I'll definitely be working with Mr. Live. I'll definitely be working with Bad Seed. I'm gonna be working with Stars of Beyond and cats that you don't know really like that, but you know, my daughter will be on the track, my kids will be on it. You know, I'm gonna have people that you know, people that you don't know. This young lady named Beast on the Beat, she's amazing. You know, I'm gonna be working with all kind of people, and it's not about a collab fest where it's like, come on, son, why don't you make songs on your own? Let me see if you stand on your own legs. Got plenty of those. But what it is that, and this is why I say it's gonna be one of the best hip hop albums of the last 20 years, is because everybody get on there doing a big one, y'all. I called up Mix and I was like, yo, Mix, yo, man, I want you to spit, son. Like, let me hear that. Yo, Cash don't know. I need that my posse on Broadway Mix a lot. Like, they ain't never heard you on this. Like, they ain't heard you on no boom bap. They heard you on contextual hip hop for the Seattle hip hop. You know what I'm saying? But let them hear that flow on this boom bap right here and let them see what it is. You know what I'm saying? Let me let people hear what Raheem sound like. He one of the you know, MCs that from that era that is sharp as a razor. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
He's rhyme. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a work when I gotta go and write. You know what I mean? You know, let people hear Tajay and I Kill, 2 West Coast phenoms, you know, and 2 groups that are in the same like DNA of the UMCs. You know what I'm saying? Let you hear them on this hard body joint I got going, and you feel the vibes. It's like, yo, I know them for this, but I never heard them on this, and they're going crazy. Like, yo, it's so fun. Like, it's exciting. Just talking about it's exciting. You know what I'm saying? So when you hear this and they deliver, like, yo, if it don't deliver, I'm not putting it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it ain't gonna I'm not gonna put the song out. And you know what I do? I send Cash the verse and the chorus, yo. Like, I'll send you what I did. It ain't no like, yo, here's the chorus. Yo, you send me something, I'm gonna try to outdo you. Nah, son, bang, hold that. You heard? Hold that. This was coming your way. What you gonna do? Yeah. And they're like, all right, yo. Like, yo, when I sent the song to Hadith, to Taj, and I Killed, they got the verse back the same day.
Oh, wow.
The same day. You heard? Like, yo, word. They were so fired up. And that's why I'm really excited about this project, the Eye of God, is because it's not just that it's dope and all of the rigmarole with that, because I'm of a space and place that you may put this out, man, 40 people hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm not like, I even though I joke about it, I don't have that budget where I could just pay the people that you got to pay to make something succeed. And that's really what the long and the short of it is. You know, people don't be thinking like, oh, that's what album wasn't all that. No, it was dope, but the dude ain't have the money to support it. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's really what's going on. Y'all don't never be fooled that your favorite artist ain't popping or he flopped. He ain't flopped. Somebody just ain't dropped the ball with the budget and then put the money in the right person's hand to make sure it was playing on the right stage. Blah, blah, blah. That's how it really works. So let's not be fooled about that, right? But what my thing has always been with hip hop, because this has been my fate with it. Like, I never really had like financial success with hip hop like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about money with me or that sort of number success. It's about just making dope music. And so the thing is, man, I just been really making every effort with everybody that I've had the great joy to be able to work with and make music with, right? That we just have fun doing it, man. Like it's fun, and we like, yo, let me hear so, so what you, I'm gonna send you this, you know what I mean? Yo, this shit is great, like that, and that. Oh man, that's dope, man. That's
can't beat that. You can't beat that.
Yeah.
Yo, see, you can't, man. You can't.
The Renaissance. The Renaissance.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you know, and at this point, I'm already at like I have about right now I'm at 15 songs. You dig? And I want to cap it at 15, but I'm gonna keep going. One, to get the cream of the crop, but two, I'm gonna keep going because after I do that and I, do my big one with that, come with the next one, man. We're gonna keep making music. Like we just gonna keep making music, and we're gonna ride this joint till the wheels fall off. And I think because there's two of it now, pardon me for being so like long-winded, you know what I'm saying? There's just so much to share, right?
So good.
One of the things is that the 90s era MC has not finished his work.
Yeah.
We haven't finished our work. We still have work. The 90s era hip-hop still has work.
Yep.
We took the culture and we took it to become a $1 billion industry. That happened on our watch. You understand? We turned hip-hop artists from, hometown celebrities and we had a couple of huge hits, huge artists, but then being a hip hopper in the 90s was a star. Like we took over the world in terms of dynamic and powerful music. And that happened on our watch, right?
Yeah.
And now it's our job to show that you can be a 53-year-old MC and enjoy a robust, fun career doing this. Right. Now it's our job to show our children, whether they accept it initially or not, that, yo, fam, root for me, man. Be excited for me to win. Not because I'm taking any space of yours, you heard? Be excited for me to win because it's proof that you will be able to enjoy this at 53.
Right.
Yes. Yep. So true.
And
thank you for that.
Nah, it's real, man. We got to
absolutely.
We got to get that message out to them. They got to understand. Let me do the work. Don't hate me. Let me do the work, because and encourage me, fam. Because I'm the OG, but I still need y'all love and support too, fam. Like yo, like this, I can't do this by myself. I need my kids are my daughter, for example, is my biggest supporter in what I do. You know what I'm saying? Barring my wife and my mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So it's like I can't win without y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to pioneer something for all of us. And finally, and probably more important than any other thing that I'm talking about as it relates to doing this album, The Eye of God, right? Is that, yo, fam, wherever you are listening to this, and I know there's a few people in the comment section rocking out, and shout out to all the people on YouTube that's tapping in and having such great and robust conversation. Big ups to all of y'all. You heard I'm gonna mess up everybody's name, so I ain't even gonna try. But I see y'all and I appreciate y'all, and I'm thankful that y'all taking the time to listen to this great conversation that we having. But I want to say to y'all directly, you know what I mean? Let me zoom in on my camera, right? What I would like to say to everybody watching is this, fam. It's not too late, fam. It's not too late to be dope. I dare you to be dope. I dare you to be dope. Yo, we have just begun, fam. As long as that back don't crack, but too much when you get up. Now, I know we make a little noise when we get out the car. Now that, I know. You heard? I know if you sneeze, your back will be tight for 3 weeks. Huh? Yeah. I know that knee. Yeah, I know. I know you ain't as svelte. Them abs ain't quite theirs. The abs turned into grabs. I get it. It's not over, King. It's not over, Queen. If you've done your job, You raising your children. You love on your lady. You love on your man. You heard? You take care of your responsibilities. You are dutiful and honorable man or woman, son or daughter, father or mother. You have every right. No, you have every responsibility to hold on to the things, the passions that make you you and drive you. Life is not just about having money, having the acumens that people can say, yo, oh, I got this, I got that. Life is about a quality of living. Life is about something that has such intrinsic value that death is a horror. That you want to keep on living because you got so many stories to tell. You got so many songs in your heart. You have so much and so many more adventures to experience. So you ain't got to put your comic books down. You ain't got to stop your flag football, your fantasy football games that y'all, say fantasy league, or you ain't got to stop playing D&D. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to stop watching anime or manga, whatever whatever your bag is. Or I'm putting myself on blast, right? You ain't got to. You ain't, what I'm saying? You ain't got to stop watching porn. Pardon me. I didn't mean porn. No, I know y'all ain't gonna stop that. So if some of y'all collect porn, so the last thing you gotta worry about. So seriously though, you don't have to stop, man. You ain't gotta stop rhyming. You ain't gotta stop DJing. You ain't gotta stop putting your, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you ain't running out to get on the train to bomb. Now you at the age you going to get you a canvas and set that joint up in your backyard and you put in that work, or set it out on your terrace and you say, you do your thing, man. But live your life and enjoy your life to the fullest extent. Nobody take that from you. Never, ever, ever. Word. And that's my word. That's what I say on all of that. Yeah, that's the most important thing.
Damn straight.
And that right there specifically is why he came back for round 2.
Yep. There it is.
He's NY Oil and he approves this message.
You daggone right. You daggone right.
Yep.
I wasn't gonna say it, but now that you mentioned it, yeah, this is true, y'all. I am in World and I approve this message.
Well said. Well, Kim, we can't wait. Can't wait for the new music.
Yeah, if I could just say this one last thing, and this won't be no long diatribe. I'm hoping to release this project around the end of April. I would say around April 25th, 26th, 27th date. And the reason I can say those particular dates with such certainty is because on that date is when I do my annual event at my home called Beats and Bars Barbecue. It's an actual 3-day event. It starts from Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday is when I throw everybody out my house. You heard? And people come from far and wide. I'm talking about 13-hour drives, 15-hour drives from Ohio, LA, Atlanta, New York, Connecticut, people, locally, everything. And people come out and we come to my house. We barbecue. We play music. We got a band come out called Inner City Bedlam. They be rocking. Last year, this year that we're still in this year, but last Beats and Bars, we had Mikey D come out, Dinko D came out, you know what I'm saying? Akil came up and was rocking out. Stars Are Beyond, Yo Afro came out, and so it was just a stone cold groove. It's not really about who comes in terms of like celebrities and who's performing, because it really be like everybody be getting on the mic, like everybody get on the mic, and we just have fun. And like, we be barbecuing. I have a garden in the back. So like, it'd be like, we making hamburgers. And they be like, you want some lettuce in there? Want some tomatoes? Like, yeah. I like, go over to the garden, go get it. And then they walk over to the garden, they pick their own lettuce and their own tomato. And then, it's like that. So it's like, because I just, my hip hop different than other people hip hop, I think sometimes. I think it's very communal. It's cultural.
Yeah.
It's a community. It's not just, that I be rhyming and celebrity. It's a community. My experience with hip hop has been community based, and to that, God, I said it wasn't gonna be a diatribe, but here we go. Let me make this quick. I want to give a shout out to all my friends and supporters, my tribe, my fam, because y'all are people that have been with me since I was 19. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know me all my life, and I lived a lot of my life online and through music. You know what I mean? So to say that you know me is not a far stretch at all. And during Hurricane Helene, I live in Augusta, Georgia. We were severely impacted by that storm. And it's amazing what a hurricane can do. And it's amazing the impact of losing your power, you know what I'm saying? Or your roof being so disheveled that you had to just be layering plastic all over the daggone roof you see outside type of thing.
Yep.
And you don't know what you're going to do.
Yep.
And at the time of that storm, that hurricane, I had limited to no internet service, you know what I mean? So I was able to get on my phone sometimes depending on where I stood. And I was given a play-by-play of what was going on. And we were fortunate because I had generators so we could power the home, but what we didn't have was gas, and it was at the end of the month. You know what I'm saying? And so I get my money in the beginning of the month, like, you know what I'm saying? I get a little this and that throughout the month, but I'm not every week, every other week employee type of thing. So
Right.
I get my bread at the start of the month, and make a long story short, I was sharing my plight with my community, not my fans, my community. And when I tell you that I think within a day they had raised like $1,500 just to help us keep things going. You heard? That was so immense, and I was able to then share that with my neighbor my elderly neighbors. We was able to make moves together, and I was able to secure and help the neighbor across the street, a young couple right there. You know, we was able to do things and move and be a little more efficient as a community because of the hip hop community that I'm a part of. And so when I talk to y'all and tell y'all that I'm gonna do the best thing ever and I'm trying my best, watch this and this, these things are not facetious. They are based from a space of love and appreciation for a community, a culture that has seen me through when the business of it did absolutely nothing for me. My friends, my family, my supporters, you know what I mean, my community have made this thing worth doing always. And I'm forever grateful. And I will always try my best to be the best, very best representation of what that I can for hip hop. And with that, I say, ladies and gentlemen, it is I, your friendly neighborhood fly guy, Kool Kim, aka NY All the Ideal, and I approve this message.
Yes, sir.
Word up, bro.
Right on, y'all. Thanks for having me tonight, man. You heard?
Thanks for coming through again, Kim.
And y'all meet me on Instagram so y'all can see me, you know what I'm saying, have my way with home team, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see my name when they're Kool Kim _ Oil. That's my Instagram handle. Come see me, you know what I'm saying? Go have some fun with hip hop with me.
Yeah.
In the meantime, y'all, talk to y'all later, man. Big love, all right?
Thanks, Kim. Peace.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
You know the first time I ever heard about Wu-Tang was on a UMC's record.
Right.
Never heard about Wu-Tang before. First time UMC's record.
That's right.
Staten Island.
Yep. That's right. So true.
It's a fact.
Yep. There it is. He said,
Absolutely.
he's so right about that. I never even thought about it in those terms before, but that point in time in hip hop media, in music journalism and music media, pushing them into this thing that that they weren't relevant, or it was like, it's pop rap or whatever, but nah, come on now.
No, if you're really listening, you would know.
Yes, exactly. Yep. Totally ridiculous.
Totally ridiculous.
Yep. That was dope.
Yeah,
that was dope. Thank you guys for holding it down for me. Sorry again, I was late. So
just never ever let it happen again.
Ever.
It was fine. We talked a little bit, and then it all worked out just fine.
Fantastic.
Yeah. all good.
I knew you guys could hold it down.
Yeah.
I was driving like a maniac to get back here. It's like,
C-Doc coming through.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So there we go. Episode 165. Next week, next Monday, episode 166. And end of the year review. We'll have some guests coming through to chat up things and, get a little sneak peek on things coming up, things that they just did. And I don't know if we're gonna have. Are we gonna have a mixtape next week? I don't know.
We should.
Okay, so there will probably be a mixtape next week. Wednesday night, Christmas night. It's not gonna be live, but there should be I think they're going back to the very first episode of Body Hat Weekly. That they had done. Okay, so Buck says yes, there will be a mixtape on Sunday. But Wednesday, Christmas Day, Christmas evening, if you don't have anything to do, you want to check in here at Channel Zero, there will be the rerun of the original episode of Body Hat Weekly that Dave Sy and Mocha did on Instagram. They had done it originally on IG, where they go through Digital Underground's Body Hat Syndrome record. I believe. I believe that was the record they did first. So, so that'll be Wednesday. It'll be scheduled up here. I'll check in with Dave Sy, but he said he's going to do that. And so we'll be back along with some guests next week. A few people here and there coming through, and then also Flatline. And will there be an Angie Don't Stop this week? On Friday?
I don't know. I need to talk to Chuck. I have no idea.
Okay. So, check out. There may be a new Angie Don't Stop on Friday. So, there may be. We'll see. Or not. Yeah, it'll be a replay. But, I guess it all depends on if he has time to record his segment.
Correct.
Yeah, that's usually what it is, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. It's all good. Yeah. So, thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. Watching live, everybody watching on the replay. Happy holidays, everyone. If you're celebrating, hope everybody is safe and well out there. Please like and subscribe. We got a lot of great stuff here at Channel Zero. And grab the Bring the Noise app, because it's always good for kicks. And we will see everybody next week for another episode of It's C-Doc Again.